May 8, 2026, the Pentagon released over 160 classified government files on UFOs and unidentified aerial phenomena to the public. No clearance required. Available to anyone with an internet connection. The secrets of decades, sitting on a government website for the world to see. Now, you can look at this as a political move. You can debate whether the files are meaningful, whether they tell us anything new, whether this is about transparency or distraction. People are already doing that, but we're here to ask a different question. Not why did they release the files, but why did the sky demand it, right now, in this exact moment in history? Because when you look at what's happening in the heavens overhead, you find something remarkable. 3 of the most powerful planetary transits of our era are converging simultaneously, and every single one of them has a direct connection to government secrecy, hidden information, and humanity's relationship with the unknown. This is not a coincidence. This is the sky on schedule. Let's start with the biggest mover in our solar system's slow story. Pluto, the planet of death, transformation, and hidden power. Pluto entered Aquarius, the sign of the collective, of technology, of the common person, in 2024, and it won't leave until 2043. When Pluto was in Capricorn, from 2008 to 2024, it was tearing down institutions. Banks collapsed, governments cracked, trust in authority disintegrated. That was Pluto doing what Pluto does in Capricorn, dismantling the old structures of power from the inside. But now Pluto is in Aquarius, and something has fundamentally changed. In Aquarius, Pluto doesn't just destroy elite power, it redistributes it. It hands the keys to the collective. It says, information that was held by the few must now belong to the many. What is a database of classified government files released on a public website with no clearance required? If not exactly that, the Pentagon is not choosing to release these files. The sky is extracting them. The last time Pluto was in Aquarius, 1777 to 1798, the American and French revolutions, the abolition movements gaining force, the transfer of power from monarchies to constitutions. What Pluto in Aquarius does, every time it returns, is take what the powerful have hoarded and push it into the hands of everyone else. But Pluto in Aquarius is only one piece of this triple lock. Let's add the second. Uranus is the planet of sudden revolution. Sudden awakenings, the bolt of lightning that forces change before anyone is ready for it. And in 2025, Uranus moved into Gemini, the sign that rules communication, information, data, and how ideas spread across the world. Uranus in Gemini is an unstoppable force for mass information disruption. It breaks the old channels of how we receive information. It democratizes knowledge. It sends signals through new and unexpected delivery systems. And occasionally, it forces massive, sudden disclosures. The Pursue program, Trump's presidential unsealing and reporting system for UAP encounters, is a website, a public-facing, instantly accessible, search engine findable website that anyone on the planet can open on their phone right now. That is Uranus in Gemini delivery. That is revolutionary information through a democratic channel. Uranus was last in Gemini from 1941 to 1949, the same era as Roswell. The same era as the first documented wave of modern UFO sightings. The same era when the US government first began building the classified infrastructure around this subject. Now Uranus has returned to Gemini. The circle is closing. What was hidden at the beginning of this cycle is being revealed at its return. 2 planets locked in. Now let's talk about the one that may be the most telling of all. Saturn and Neptune are moving toward a rare conjunction. Saturn is the planet of official structures, governments, laws, institutions, the framework that makes civilization work. Neptune is the planet of mystery, dissolution, the unseen, the unknowable, the things that exist beyond the edges of what we can verify. When Saturn and Neptune conjoin, one of 2 things happens. Either the government attempts to formalize the mysterious, to put official language around things that resist official language, or the veil dissolves entirely and what was hidden becomes undeniable. UFOs, UAPs, unidentified anomalous phenomena. What is the subject if not the Neptune subject? The unknown, the unexplained. the thing that exists at the boundary between what we can prove and what we can only encounter. Saturn-Neptune asks, can the government put a structure around the unknowable? Can the official world acknowledge what it spent decades calling impossible? Pete Hegseth's own statement said it directly. These files, hidden behind classifications, have long fueled justified speculation. Hidden. Speculation. Officially released. Saturn meeting Neptune. The structure acknowledging the mystery. The veil given a form. We covered the Saturn-Neptune conjunction at length in episode 1 of this channel. The Iran war arc, 0 degrees Aries, the start of a new cosmic chapter. What we're watching with the UAP files is that same energy manifesting in the information domain. Every domain of life is being reorganized under this conjunction. Secrecy is one of them. So here is where we are. Pluto in Aquarius is dismantling elite information monopolies and returning power to the collective. Uranus in Gemini is electrifying the information landscape with sudden mass disclosures delivered through new channels. Saturn-Neptune is forcing official structures to acknowledge what they've spent decades hiding from the public. These are not 3 separate events. They are 3 facets of one cosmic moment. They are saying the same thing in 3 different languages. And on May 8th, 2026, they expressed that convergence through 162 declassified files on a Pentagon website. And this is only the first batch. The White House has confirmed more releases are coming, which means the sky isn't done. This transit period, Pluto in Aquarius, Uranus in Gemini, Saturn-Neptune, is the opening of a door that will not close again in our lifetimes. What comes through it is still being written. Whether you believe in extraterrestrial life, whether you think these files contain anything meaningful, whether you view this as transparency or theater, the sky doesn't ask for your belief. It simply runs its cycles. And right now, every single one of those cycles points in the same direction. The hidden is becoming visible. The classified is becoming public. The unexplained is getting an official name. The files opened. The sky said they would. As always, watch the sky. If this landed for you, subscribe. We cover every major world event through the lens of planetary transits.